And we are recording. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Shiatsu brothers, sisters, and lovers all over the world. Another week, another episode of Everything Shiatsu. We got a unique episode this week. For the first time since I've started the pandemic, I have 3 presidents. This should really be named the 3 presidents interview. But I'm so honored to have the presidents of 3 of the biggest associations in Italy, the president of APOS, Alberto Scattarelli.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Michael, for your kind invitation. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Alberto. And the president of the COS, Franco Castellaccio.
Hi.
Nice to have you, Franco. Thank you for
È un
joining.
piacere averti qua.
And the third president, Andrea Mascaro. Welcome, Andrea.
Ciao a tutti, benvenuti, grazie Mia.
Nice to have you. Thank you for being here. I'm honored. And I'm excited. The reason I've invited you to share with our global Shiatsu community, because recently you managed to accomplish something really special. And that is to bring 3 of the biggest associations in Italy to work together with a common goal of Shiatsu, really. Improving Shiatsu in Italy, improving the environment for Shiatsu. So I can't wait for you to share with all of us, because I believe that many of us in many different countries could use this form of collaboration, of coming together. This is also one of the reasons that I created this podcast, to bring Shiatsu therapists together to collaborate globally all over the world. So I would like to start with a question. The obvious questions, you know, what were the contributing factors that started this dialogue and this conversation? And I'm sure there were many conversations, and eventually the decision to amalgamate the resources of the 3 associations to move towards a common goal.
Yeah. Thank you
Quindi
so
la domanda,
much. Yeah. Vai, scusami, Susanna.
la prima domanda è in che modo si sono avvicinate le 3 associazioni, che contributi state dando e cosa state mettendo in campo, insomma.
Yes. First of all, I have to say that Profesione Shiatsu is not a physical union of the 3 main associations. This is very important, because every one association has his own identity and his own profile. So we are working together, but as 3 single associations, because every one of us is his own particular story, as his own particular point of view about Shiatsu. So we have decided that this is the right time to create a link between all the 3 main associations of Shiatsu in Italy. And in the meantime, we used to listen the differences between the associations. And if we take a look of differences, we create distances, because we are concerned to understand what are the differences, but we are not concerned to understand what are the point of nearness. So we have understood that this is the right time to create nearness. So we have put in this box, we have called this box Profesione Shiatsu. We have put all our competencies, and we are trying to create an only one voice for the Shiatsu community all over in Italy. I know that it's very difficult, but we are sure that we can do this, because I think that this is the right time to create union and not to create distances. So Profesione Shiatsu is a box. We have decided to create an only one voice and to create an only one message. Because if we have 3 different messages, we are less credible. But if we have an only one message, we are more credible. So we have decided to create a link between all the 3 main associations to create one message for students, for school, for professional practitioners. And we want to create a link between Shiatsu community and, for example, politics. So we want to work together to make this. I think that this is a very important step, because last years it was very difficult to create a link. But I think that now every one of us is absolutely concerned that this is the right way to work together for Shiatsu. Every one of us is absolutely sure that this is the right path to work together. So I'm very happy that in the last January, we have decided to create this box. And I think that this historical event may be such an important event for all the other associations in all the countries. So maybe we said last night, if Italian can do this, everyone can do this. So I'm very happy for this thing. I think that we are working to increase the credit of Shiatsu. The pandemic period has shown us that we have not enough credit, and so we have to work together.
I see. And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the first step, we have done the first step, and I think that the first step, is more difficult. But now we have done the same step, and we have created this box. Now I think that in Italy we used to say, if you make the first step, and if this step is a good step, you will make a good walk. So I think that we are going for a good walk, and I'm very happy to collaborate with other associations for to increase the movement of Shiatsu in Italy.
Beautifully said. I mean, you know, we have different Shiatsu styles, of course, and different trainings and different hours of trainings, and
yes,
you know, and I'm sure the 3 associations represents the different styles, and
yes.
how do you go about you know, coming together while still maintaining that individual identity?
Parlo io? No, vai.
Come avete fatto a mettervi insieme pur mantenendo ognuno di voi la vostra individualità?
Boh, provo a dire qualcosa io, Susanna, mi traduci?
Sì.
Io non ho capito tutto quello che più o meno quello che ha detto Alberto, quindi non aggiungo altro. Cioè, come abbiamo fatto? In realtà lo stiamo facendo. Questo incontro di stasera, organizzato da Michael, è uno dei passaggi che stanno avvenendo anche un po' spontaneamente da soli.
Aspetta. Sì, we are doing this. This meeting of tonight is a step in the direction you are talking about, Michael, of
Yes.
being together but maintaining our own characteristics.
Beautiful. And the fact that there's a will, because I'm sure just like in Italy, I mean, here in Canada, North America, the US, other countries, I personally seen, you know, in a way, decline. Shiatsu schools are closing. You know, they can't survive. There's pressure from other modalities, in a way, to suffocate Shiatsu, to make it go away somehow. There's political agendas that create an environment where, you know, alternative methods maybe are not as recognized. And there's economic pressure, and now you throw in the pandemic. So in a way, created a crisis for Shiatsu and I mean, a crisis globally. But for us Shiatsu therapists, school owners, teachers, I feel that this is a crucial moment and period. At the same time, with you know all these problems, there are people that are looking for therapy like Shiatsu all over the world. You know.
I will translate. Allora lui ha detto che vede lì dove vive, sia in Canada che in Nord America, che insomma tutta questa crisi ha lasciato un segno pesante sullo Shiatsu, sulle scuole, gli studenti, i professionisti, e poi c'è tanta pressione politica, tanta pressione economica, però nota anche che la gente ha voglia di questo tipo di interventi, di questo tipo di terapie.
I think that the three associations have said has its own identity. So every one association has its particular point of view about Shiatsu. We have understood that we have not to be against the different points of view, because if we fight against the other points of view, we are not making Shiatsu. So when we make Shiatsu, we have to create a bidirectional link between receiver and practitioner. So we have to do the same work with associations. I think that the differences are important because I have understood that I can learn something from FISIEO, I can learn something from COS, and in the meantime, they can learn something from me. So we have to use these differences. We have to improve differences, because if we want to grow up, we have to learn from differences. So every one of us has a particular way to take the associations, but we have created the union of the heart of Shiatsu. I used to say that we have three minds. If we take a look of three minds, we will never be together. But if we take a look on the heart of Shiatsu, we are together. So we have three minds, but we have only one heart. So we are trying to talk with the heart. So it's very easy. Okay.
Beautiful, like a poet.
Yeah, maybe.
Direi una cosa.
What about? Yeah, go ahead, Andrea.
Sì, aggiungerei, non so se Susanna vuoi tradurre quello che ha detto Alberto. Poi
Sì,
dopo...
sì. Allora Alberto ha detto, insomma, il succo è che le tre associazioni hanno ognuno la propria identità, sono diverse, come tre menti, però che si uniscono per avere un cuore unico relativamente allo Shiatsu. E che ogni associazione, lui dice, io sono di APOS, posso imparare da FISIEO, posso imparare da COS e sicuramente loro possono imparare da noi. Quindi mantenere delle identità differenti, però incontrandosi proprio per il nome dello Shiatsu, il cuore dello Shiatsu.
Quello infatti volevo aggiungere a quello che ha appena detto Alberto, e condivido ovviamente, e per agganciarmi anche a Michael, quello che ha detto prima, di questo periodo dal quale stiamo venendo, che ha messo un po' in ginocchio, non dico tanto soltanto l'aspetto, diciamo, proprio, cioè la società globale,
Okay.
ha messo in ginocchio anche il concetto di salute, e qui volevo aggiungere...
Ok, sì. This big period of crisis. Aspetta, cos'è che hai detto del concetto di salute?
No, che questo periodo, questa pandemia che abbiamo alle spalle, insomma, ha messo in ginocchio la società, ma anche l'idea che abbiamo noi di salute.
Yeah. This big period of crisis has in a way changed many things, and also the concept of health has to be seen.
Esatto.
Again. Yes.
Yes, has to be examined again, for sure.
Yes.
E lo Shiatsu, e questo è il cuore di cui parla Alberto, cioè lo Shiatsu, al di là delle sigle e degli aspetti un po' più tecnici e formali che magari ci contraddistinguono, però il cuore dello Shiatsu, quindi proprio come lo Shiatsu sostiene la salute dell'individuo, è un po' il punto che ci unisce.
Yes.
E in questo momento storico abbiamo capito che dobbiamo unire le forze per essere forti.
Yes, maybe the three associations have a different concept about the styles and the formal way of to practice Shiatsu, but this concept of health is what unify all together the three associations. We have to run for a new concept of health and maintain it together.
Beautiful, beautifully said.
For example, when we have to post something about Profesione Shiatsu, we have decided to use the same picture, the same title, the same words, and we publish everyone in the same time. So we have decided that the more we are near, the more we are credible. So we are doing everything in the same time, with the same meaning, with the same work. Okay, this is the most important thing. Another one most important thing is to talk with the politics, because we have to increase the credibility of Shiatsu, and we have to work to all the people who has different ideas about Shiatsu. We have to share the importance of Shiatsu with the same message. So everyone has to know that Shiatsu is a very important way for wellness.
Quindi Alberto sta dicendo che per esempio sui post in Facebook o sui social media si esce come Professione Shiatsu tutti insieme con un unico simbolo, quindi con un messaggio unico, e questo anche nei confronti dei politici per proprio diffondere un messaggio comune sullo Shiatsu.
Sì.
Poi, se posso aggiungere un'altra cosa, l'importante di questa collaborazione è anche per la difesa della qualità dello Shiatsu.
The importance of this collaboration is also the defense of the quality of Shiatsu.
Yeah,
beautifully said. Yeah, beautifully said. What are some? I mean, you mentioned politics, Alberto, and getting recognition with political parties, whoever is governing, our countries and our healthcare. What are some of the strategies around that? How does one go and pursue it?
We would like to create some events to show Shiatsu and to talk to politics about the importance of Shiatsu. So we are going to create some events, and we are going to create some collaborations with politics, because we think that this is very important. In Italy, we say that if you don't have the support of politics, you can do nothing. So I think that we think that this is very important for us. Another one thing is. Sì, sorry.
Alberto, cioè Michael ha chiesto quali sono le strategie in termini di avvicinamento alla politica dei vostri governanti, e Alberto ha detto vogliamo creare degli eventi, vogliamo parlare con loro e portare appunto il messaggio.
Another step, I think that in Italy we have not only these three associations, but we have many other associations. I think that we think that we have to create a dam, we have to create a wall, because many other associations are not concerned about working for the protection of Shiatsu. So we have decided to create an only one profile, a minimum profile. So we would like to create a minimal profile which can define what are the minimal requirements for a professional worker. And I think that this is the best important work, because we have to work together. I've just said that we have different ideas about the Shiatsu operator, but we want to create a link. So we want to define a minimal profile. This is very important for us. This is very important to create a credibility for our work.
So when you say a minimum, go ahead, Susanna, sorry.
Sì, quindi Alberto sta dicendo che a parte le 3 principali associazioni ci sono anche altri operatori, altre associazioni, non tutti hanno così l'idea di avere una certa formazione, quindi noi ci stiamo battendo anche perché si parta da un minimo di formazione proprio perché vogliamo che sia preservata la qualità.
Thank you, Susanna.
Sì.
And when yeah, go ahead, Andrea.
Sì, su questo punto qua aggiungo poco, insomma, a quello che ha già detto Alberto, però provo a dirlo in altri termini, che magari, visto che è una platea internazionale, forse può aiutare a capire. Cioè in Europa, per esempio, c'è come dire, la policy delle lobby, no? In Italia il concetto di lobby è un concetto negativo, in Europa ha un concetto diverso.
Okay, he's saying, I want to explain something more. I, of course, agree with Alberto, but in Europe, the concept, the meaning of policy, lobby policy, is something positive, but no, it's not this way in Italy. It's not a positive concept.
I see.
Noi siamo, quindi mi si conceda l'uso, diciamo, europeo della parola lobby. È come se avessimo creato un contenitore, una lobby, però virtuosa, per poter parlare ai politici in maniera unita.
Okay, so I want to use this concept in a positive way, so in a European way. We created a sort of lobby, but a positive one.
Fantastic. Well, I absolutely agree. Now, what do you mean by what did you call it, Alberto? Minimum profile. What do you mean by that? Minimum profile.
Cosa intendi con un profilo di formazione minimo, Alberto?
Can you describe that in a little more detail?
Yes.
Puoi descriverlo un po' più nel dettaglio?
So I'm going to make a spoiler. So we are working hardly because we have understood that we need to unify the profile of the Shiatsu operator. So we are working hardly to create an only one profile. I think that
stiamo lavorando duramente per questa cosa perché abbiamo capito che è importante creare un profilo unico per tutti noi.
Questa è anche una sfida, insomma, perché comunque lo stiamo facendo a livello nazionale. A livello locale, in Toscana, per esempio, io vengo dalla Toscana, abbiamo già fatto esperienze del genere regionali. Ora, chi è italiano sa.
Yes, it's a big challenge for us because we are acting on a national level. But in Italy, for example, there are regions like Tuscany, the one where Andrea comes from, they already did something like this. But now the objective is bigger because it's national.
Got it.
È una sfida più grande questa, però ovviamente noi siamo qui per questo anche, cioè è nei programmi.
The challenge is bigger, but we are here for this also.
I've said that we have to create nearness, and we think that this is the right way to create union, to create credibility. This is the only one way. I have to say another one thing.
Ok, noi vogliamo creare vicinanza. Questo è il concetto che sta esprimendo Alberto. Vai.
Sorry, ho dimenticato. I forgot.
Well, that was actually going to be my question too. What are the challenges? I mean, like Andrea said, it's a big challenge. Of course, it's a big challenge, but excuse me, what are the challenges that you already experience or foresee happen?
The first challenge for me is that historically we had the 3 great families.
Yeah.
La sfida intanto è che storicamente c'erano, insomma, siamo 3 associazioni, 3 grandi famiglie.
And now we are trying to create an only one great family, the family of Shiatsu. This is the big challenge we are going to do.
Got it.
Quindi la sfida più grande che stiamo affrontando è proprio quella di non vederci più come 3 grandi famiglie, ma come un'unica famiglia.
Esatto. Cioè praticamente, se posso aggiungere, è che in tutti questi anni, che sono decenni ormai, perché insomma dagli anni 70, e questi 3, ma non soltanto, diciamo ora siamo noi quelle che abbiamo raggruppato il maggior numero di consensi attorno alle nostre sigle e abbiamo portato avanti lo stesso cuore dello Shiatsu, come detto prima, diciamo su 3 binari, su 3 canali paralleli.
Mm-hmm. From the 70s, we were acting as 3 big associations, 3 big families, but we were working on 3 different channels, like parallel channels.
Yes, yes.
E ognuno di questi canali però hanno maturato esperienze che ognuno di noi ha portato con sé e quindi adesso, cioè non sono stati come dire, viaggi persi, sono stati viaggi fruttuosi.
Each of us made a lot of experience on his own channel, so they were very important experiences, very important years, and now we are ready in a way to put them together.
Esatto.
Beautifully said.
E ora stiamo facendo una sorta di, non dico di unione, però sicuramente di convergenza, è una parola italiana, non so se c'è la traduzione, però di queste esperienze.
Till now we were moving like parallel, and now we are like converging.
Beautiful.
With our experiences.
I love that, the convergence.
Convergence.
You know, I mean, I always believe and see Shiatsu as an important and vital therapy. And for us to be recognized and to be a viable therapy, I believe that we have to create environments for our schools to thrive, for our students to thrive, and to have abundance and success.
Yeah.
To have what?
Abundance and success.
Ok, sì. Lui dice la terapia Shiatsu io la vedo come un qualcosa che ha molto valore, quindi dobbiamo creare un ambiente in cui i nostri studenti, le nostre scuole possano crescere, possano prosperare.
Yes, and how, as with this convergence happening, how do you create a landscape for more successful Shiatsu?
Mm-hmm. Quindi attraverso questa convergenza, in che modo create un paesaggio per uno Shiatsu più così di successo?
Ma io non so se Franco, ti avevo perso Franco, ci sei? Non so se vuoi dire qualcosa te, se no qualcosa poi...
No, dopo eventualmente aggiungo.
Cioè, ok, diciamo che quello che mi viene da dire in maniera molto, molto serena è che noi non abbiamo fatto un cronoprogramma da qui a tot di anni. In realtà noi stiamo mettendo delle energie con maturità per la storia che ci ha portato qui, e l'intenzione è quello di costruire passo passo insieme, ovviamente avendo delle idee, non è che improvvisiamo, costruire passo passo queste strategie, in modo tale che nascano anche dalla realtà e non soltanto da una nostra idea.
Mm-hmm. Sì, Andrea is saying we don't have a program for the next years. It's like we are building day by day our strategy, and we are we want to get closer to this creating this new landscape day by day, looking at reality and learning day by day how to do it.
Okay. Alberto?
I have to say another thing. We are the 3 main shapes of this movement, but I think that a lot of people are working hardly to create this link. So this movement has many people who are working hardly to create the real identity, the common identity for Shiatsu. So we have many challenges for the future, but we have even many people who are concerned that this is the only right way to increase all the movement of Shiatsu in Italy. So we have to do many things, but we have a lot of people working for this work.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear. Franco, you want to say something?
Franco, vuoi dire qualcosa?
Sì, allora il fatto che ci siamo messi insieme, abbiamo creato questo progetto, ecco, chiamiamolo progetto Profesione Shiatsu, è perché ci siamo resi conto che da qualche anno lo Shiatsu era un po' in difficoltà, sia come operatori sia come scuole. Allora abbiamo pensato che magari mettendo... Vai.
Adesso mi sono persa. Ok, we created this project because we realized, cos'è che hai detto Franco? Ci siamo resi conto che?
Ci siamo resi conto della difficoltà sia degli operatori sia delle scuole, soprattutto dopo questi 2 anni, eccetera. No?
Ok, we created this project because we realized that students and school were in a big crisis, above all in the last 2 years because of the pandemic crisis.
Yes, yes. Beautiful.
Allora abbiamo pensato appunto di creare questo progetto che ci serve proprio per risollevare, almeno l'intento è quello di risollevare lo Shiatsu e quindi anche le scuole, ma ha 2 capisaldi, 2 fondamentali principi. Uno è quello della difesa della qualità, proprio perché non vogliamo che lo Shiatsu sia diffuso in maniera non corretta. Infatti,
okay, so we created this project because we want to sustain schools and above all from a quality point of view.
Yes, yes, and it's always... yeah, go ahead, Franco.
E poi un altro punto importante è quello il dialogo con i politici.
And the other important thing is to talk with the politics.
Che metterci insieme e creare una voce univoca, e penso che sia abbiamo pensato che sia molto importante proprio nel rapportarci con la politica.
Yes, so we think it's a very good strategy to be in front of the politics with a common voice.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm encouraged to hear that, as mentioned, that many members of these associations join this convergence and helping out, because that's always a challenge, right? How, you have the associations and then you got the members. And the members complaining, what the association is doing for me, what do I get out of it? And the association, which are mostly volunteers, are saying we need more help from the membership. So how do we bridge, how do we create those bridges where there's more engagement and conversation, involvement, and just coming together?
Lui dice, vuole sapere come, perché gli associati, no? Si trovano, insomma, voi siete i presidenti, c'è Professione Shiatsu, poi ci sono gli associati. Come create questo ponte in modo che anche gli associati si possano sentire così parte di questo e coinvolti?
We want to work in a simple way. We want to create a link. If we have an only one voice, everyone knows that we are united. So the very important thing is to create an only one message. So everyone knows that we are united, and it feels better. Okay. For example, when we post a Facebook post, we used to see that many people coming from APOS come posso dire, mettono mi piace sui post di FISIEO, perdonami, mi sono
They
perso.
put the like on FISIEO's post also. From
Okay.
APOS, they put the like on FISIEO's post.
Got
This
it.
is very important because we are creating a new credibility. So everyone is not there to criticize the other association. Everyone is concerned that all the three associations are together. And if it's free, more free.
Sì, quindi già solo il fatto di uscire con un messaggio comune fa vedere agli associati, insomma, che siamo uniti, e infatti succede spesso che, non so, gli associati di APOS mettono un mi piace al post di FISIEO e viceversa. Quindi questo messaggio che siamo uniti sta viaggiando anche tra gli associati.
È un'altra cosa che noi contiamo che vada a sostenere i nostri associati, è nella parola che abbiamo usato, nella quale professione, che è una sfida, allo stesso tempo una mission. Cioè professione vuol dire che noi vogliamo far fare un salto di qualità allo shiatsu, rimane un'arte, rimane una tecnica, rimane una disciplina, però è una professione. E questa professione deve entrare nell'immaginario dei nostri interlocutori politici.
Okay. No. See, another way we think is very useful for our members is that we have chosen this word professione. Professione means profession is, com'è che hai detto, Andrea, che professione è una mission?
È la sfida e la mission.
Sì, so professione, having chosen this word is a mission and is also
un salto di qualità, fare un salto di qualità.
It's to better, the quality can get better.
I understand.
Sorry, I'm going confused.
No, perfetto Susanna, è questo, nel senso è questo.
So that's choosing that name, Professione, is part of the mission and to ensure the standards of quality.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Beautiful. How many, just for numbers' sake, what are the total number of Shiatsu therapists in Italy?
Qual è il numero degli operatori Shiatsu in Italia? Did you ask about practitioners, Michael? The number of practitioners, yes.
Ne abbiamo stimati circa 10.000, ovviamente sono cifre, perché sono, come diceva prima Alberto, ci sono diverse realtà, oltre alle nostre 3 che sono più grosse, quindi ne abbiamo stimate, cioè di praticanti, poi di diplomati, e se andiamo indietro non sappiamo quanti potrebbero essere.
We think there are about 10,000 and there are other associations, and we are counting practitioners, but also all the people who were trained in the school going back in the years. We don't know how many they are.
I see, because some are trained and don't become practitioners. I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because the reason I asked that, you know, the greater the numbers, the bigger the voice, right?
Yes. Lui chiede questo, dice, perché naturalmente più il numero è grande, più la voce diventa grande.
Yes.
Good. And are there any strategies to recruit the help of the public also? You know, the clients that come or just the public in general?
Ci sono anche delle strategie per tirare dentro clienti, gente del pubblico, farsi conoscere fuori.
Ora, strategie, cioè, sembra che abbiamo, come ho detto prima, abbiamo già fatto un programma. In realtà abbiamo delle linee di comunicazione nuove che dovrebbero, diciamo, essere quelle che devono cominciare a rendere, cioè, a far crescere l'interesse attorno alla professione Shiatsu, appunto.
So we don't really have a program now, so we don't have strategies, but we are, our intention is to get Shiatsu better known outside in the public too. Yeah. We want our voice to arrive there too.
it's so important, I find, because sometimes, you know, the biggest opportunities come from the people that come and see us, right? So if we want to open doors to decision makers, you know, the more we open ourselves to the public, to different organizations, and that helps for sure.
Sì,
I think
dice,
that
è molto importante aprire più porte e farsi vedere anche fuori.
Esatto.
I think that everything happens step by step. So we have to go step by step. The most important thing is that we have to be together. And this is, I think, I just think the first step is very difficult. Now we have to work together, and we have to do many things in the future.
Yeah.
Sì, il programma si costruisce passo dopo passo e man mano lavoriamo insieme.
Poi una cosa importante è il coinvolgimento dell'utenza, perché spesso ci si dimentica, si parla di Shiatsu in modo autorappresentativo, dimenticando magari l'utenza. È una cosa che abbiamo in programma è di fare degli eventi, ma in questi eventi non ci saremo solo noi a parlare di Shiatsu, ma ci saranno anche altri professionisti, vedi medici, sociologi, eccetera, che parleranno dello Shiatsu.
We want people to hear about us, and because of that we are organizing events where other people will talk about Shiatsu, not only us, but for example, doctors and journalists, people who made experience of Shiatsu, and will talk to the public.
Beautiful. I mean, Alberto mentioned 3 brains, 1 heart. I love that. I'm going to remember that. And I mean, being a president of an association, it's not easy. I mean, I was in the past, and I know it's not easy. It's a lot of work on top of everything that they do. So the only thing that keeps you is your heart. And if they don't mind, if they can each describe, you know, when it comes to Shiatsu, you know, what does that mean to them?
Allora, lui ha detto che gli è piaciuto molto questo concetto delle 3 menti, 3 cervelli e di un cuore unico dello Shiatsu. Please, Michael, can you repeat the last part of what you said?
For them, if they can describe from the heart, why do they care so much about Shiatsu?
Ok. Gli piacerebbe sentire dal vostro cuore come mai vi interessa così lo Shiatsu. Perché l'altra cosa che aveva detto, lui sa che è difficile anche essere presidenti di un'associazione, lo è stato anche lui. Quindi come mai a voi, cosa dice il vostro cuore? Come mai siete così e vi piace così tanto lo Shiatsu?
Thank you, Susanna.
Io credo nello Shiatsu, nel senso lo pratico dalla mattina alla sera, è il mio lavoro, è la mia professione. E
Shiatsu
quindi,
is my profession, I practice with it every day.
Sì, e vedo la gente cambiare.
And I see people changing.
Superare crisi.
Go beyond crisis.
Ritrovare una strada, ritrovare una loro
Find
strada.
again their own way.
E questo ovviamente è un'esperienza che ho fatto anche personalmente, perché lo Shiatsu lo si vive e lo si pratica sempre.
And I experienced all this on my person too.
E quindi personalmente essere presidente di una federazione di Shiatsu lo considero, oltre che un'opportunità, diciamo, di crescere, esperienza, cioè lo considero un onore.
So for me, being a president of an association is an opportunity, but also an honor.
Beautiful.
Every day, practicing Shiatsu, we cause a change in the receiver. So if we want to change the other one, we have to be the first one to change. So I think that it's very important to understand that we have not to criticize the other association, but we have to accept the differences. I think that this is the main theme of Shiatsu operator. We have to create a link. We have to stay in the change without no judgment, without any judgment. I think that this is the very important thing. And we are going to try to make this. We have to accept changes, to accept the differences without any judgment.
Dobbiamo stare nelle differenze, osservarle senza giudicarle e accoglierle e crescere con queste differenze.
Good, thank you. What about Franco?
Beh, per me lo Shiatsu è vita.
Shiatsu is life for me.
Sì. Sono 40 anni che lo pratico. Lo pratico, ne ho fatto la mia professione sia come operatore sia come insegnante, per cui per me è una cosa importantissima. Proprio mi ricollego a quello che diceva Alberto, vedere il cambiamento prima di tutto in noi stessi, perché io ricordo il cambiamento che ho fatto da quando ero studente.
Ok, aspetta
E
Franco.
poi,
I've been practicing Shiatsu in the last 40 years. So Shiatsu is my life. And I think what Alberto said is very important, the change. We can change, the other change, and it's important, very important to feel our change.
Wise words.
okay.
Beautiful.
Vai.
No,
yeah, go ahead, Franco.
No,
Oh.
No, that was good.
è questo il succo della cosa,
Ok.
questo.
Okay.
I wanna,
This is the core, he said.
I wanted to highlight that because they give a lot of their time and effort, this presidents, and obviously it means their life too. And I'm honored to be among therapists that have so much passion and dedication. So I appreciate that.
Lui è onorato di essere in mezzo a tre come voi che state dando così tanto al mondo dello Shiatsu.
Thank you.
Grazie. Grazie a te.
Good. I wanted to also open the floor to the people that have joined us here. If they want to contribute to the conversation, ask questions, comments, that'll be great. So all of you here, and we have a few legends here, Roberto Palaciano and Douglas Gattini, that have done so much and doing so much for your country in Italy. And I know I had both of them as guests on my podcast. So thank you also for joining us, Roberto and Douglas. So maybe
Okay,
Douglas,
quindi...
I'm gonna put you on your spot. Maybe you have a question to ask.
Quindi adesso la trasmissione è aperta, il podcast è aperto a chi volesse fare domande, commenti, intervenire, ed è molto onorato di avere qua Douglas Gattini e Roberto Palasciano che hanno fatto così tanto per lo Shiatsu e pensa che Douglas potrebbe avere una domanda.
Sì, no, grazie. Beh, la domanda è, non voglio essere provocatore, ma la domanda è perché ho dato diciamo ragione alla mia consorte nell'autunno dell'89 quando nessuno rispose alla brillante idea di Attilio Somensi, la quale mi disse: ma convocali tu a Milano, fai una lettera di convocazione. No, questa è la mia domanda. Perché ho dato? Perché io lavoravo con lo Shiatsu dal mattino alla sera, ero convinto che questa è una disciplina assolutamente nuova, novità.
Ok,
vuoi
vuoi dirlo tu in inglese che hai detto tante cose?
Yes.
Vai.
No, riassumendo.
We are dying to hear what he said.
Go ahead, Douglas, because he is asking himself why in 1989
this didn't happen.
His wife told him, why don't you call the other people for Shiatsu? Was it for creating ESF, the European Shiatsu Federation?
No, Italian Shiatsu.
For the Italian, okay, for an Italian association.
Because I think that how do you say, the universe, Shiatsu universe, Italian and European Shiatsu universe si espande e si contrae. Come in English.
He thinks, yes, the European Shiatsu world is expansion and contraction.
And European Shiatsu,
Yeah.
there are moments of expansion and contraction.
Got it.
When I send the letters at everybody in Italy to necessity to create an association, and I put a day, an hour, and how do you say, program to discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, there was 20 people, no, 1989 November, because in this moment in Italy, everybody lives the Shiatsu in expansion. My Shiatsu, your Shiatsu, no, your Shiatsu, no, my Shiatsu, my Shiatsu. So it was a very, very interesting, emotional also experience, because we worked for 9 months. It's symbolic, 9 months. And there was Zagato, there was Vatrini, one of the most important operators Shiatsu in Italy, me, Pizzati, because Somensi didn't want, it is a senior, Somensi, and Parolin. And we try to understand why still now everybody, my Shiatsu, your Shiatsu knows, you know. So something, Alberto said something very, very important. The difference growing up, we learn we are different, but an organization necessity of common point, 1, 2, 3, 10 points in common. The other thing that are not common, there's a big possibility to learn to the others. So Alberto is trying to repeat exactly what we do in 1990. So I think that this free organization, I think it's something good, because in Italy, I think in all Europe, one discipline can be ordinary by only one association. So there is a problem now for the law. So the free association, you remember, no? The free association, the first association was Federazione Italiana Shiatsu. And Claudio Barolin was the inventor of APOS, and Gianni Pizzati was invented of ASSI-COS. So I would like to remember this person, because it's something of our history.
Yes,
no?
yes.
Okay, so why now it's we are trying to converge. So the universe at the end of the years 1990, 2000, there was the excitation free. Now we are trying to create one thing, but it's correct to think that each association with his history, with his ideas, with his identity, this can bring a good force, a good because all the people in Italy think that the diverse
Diversity,
association,
yeah.
but one her. Alberto said one her. So
Yes.
I'm totally agree with this idea. I would like to remember also that the same thing I work a lot in Europe,
Yes.
because in 1993 I went with the train, with the airplane, to convince all the other associations to create an European association. In 2002, it was not possible to continue because there was a direction now for this association that our association not be enabled to continue. No? So I propose the fourth association that go out of ESFE to create the ESFE. Now, why I'm trying to explain this, not to talk about me. I'm not interested. I'm interested in Shiatsu and operator Shiatsu, Italia and Europe. Now, I think it's also in Europe, it's good to create something similar in Italy between ESF and between the other association who creates it now. So this the idea I propose to Andrea Mascaro. I don't know if Andrea Mascaro is trying to contact this European association, but I think that it was maybe to work also with the same philosophy of Profesione Shiatsu, the same thing in Europe with the two more biggest associations. Thank you.
Fantastic.
We have to say one thing. I think that this period after the COVID period has deeply changed our point of view about the community. So during this period, we have understood that if you are alone, we can die. So we have understood that we need a nearness. So I think that for us, it's better. This period is better to create nearness, because we have understood that it's very important to be united. So I think that this period is the real time, is the best period to create collaborations, because we need to be together. We need to collaborate, everyone. So this is the right time, and I hope that our history should be useful for all the other associations being in all the Europe, because this is the right time. We have to say this. This is the right time to create an only one heart. So we have to work for this, and I'm very happy that Michael, you are working hardly to do this. And you have done this work during a very difficult period. So thank you so much for your work. I think that
I felt it when the pandemic started, and that's why we.
Sì, i tempi ora sono maturi. Quindi ce lo siamo già detti, non lo sto a ripetere perché sennò ripeto quello che ha detto Alberto e si dilunga troppo. Ma ora i tempi sono maturi. La pandemia ha creato uno stravolgimento, ma ha creato anche queste condizioni qua.
We met together in the last January. We met on Rome with Andrea and with Franco. And when we met, we said, the first thing we said was, this is the right time. This is the first thing we have said. This is the right time.
Noi tre presidenti ci siamo incontrati a Roma a gennaio e questa è proprio stata la prima cosa che ci siamo detti. I tempi sono maturi. Questo è il tempo giusto per questo passo.
Okay, good. Roberto Palaciano, I wanted to ask, but he left a comment. Can somebody read in Italian in the comments, Alberto, from Roberto Palaciano?
Yeah.
Can you read what he wrote?
Wait, okay. Yes.
Forse Roberto Palaciano è uscito, non lo vedo più.
Sì, ha scritto.
Ha lasciato un commento.
Mi scuso, ma devo lasciare questa riunione e faccio i complimenti ai 3 presidenti che stanno portando avanti le speranze di tanti Shiatsuka venga riconosciuto da tutti per la sua grande capacità terapeutica. Grazie a tutti, Roberto Palasciano.
Yes. Roberto Palasciano apologized himself, but he had to leave. And he makes congratulations to the 3 presidents because they are moving forward the hopes of all of us, of all the Shiatsu people. And he hopes Shiatsu will be recognized by everybody for the ability, therapeutical ability. And he thanks everybody, and thanks you, Michael.
Thank you. Fantastic. We have a comment from France. In France, we are not allowed to use words like therapist, care, patient.
Yeah.
There's a professional syndicate of Shiatsu here, but not schools that want to adhere to the public does not know very much about Shiatsu, unfortunately. It would be wonderful if we could all get together throughout Europe. So, you know, this is why we brought you together here and in front of the global Shiatsu community. So in more countries, they get inspired to come together because, as you said, this is the right time, right?
Yeah.
Questo è lo scopo di questo incontro, fare sì che anche altri siano ispirati da questo incontrarsi e mettersi insieme.
You said that if you are able to do a link in Italy, all over the world, you will be.
Come on, if the Italians can do it, anybody can do it. Did you hear France and Holland and US and Canada?
Michael aveva detto se l'hanno fatto in Italia possiamo farlo tutti.
Can you imagine the conversations they had, how much yelling there was there?
So Italy won, all the rest of the world zero.
Ora siete obbligati.
Now you have to do it all over the world.
Yeah,
If
no
you
excuse.
have done it, you have to do it.
Well, to just wrap it up, I've enjoyed this so much and enjoyed you so much here, but just last words for everyone in Italy and the world from the presidents. Any last words?
Prima di lasciarci, 3 presidenti, un'ultima parola da parte vostra, se ce l'avete.
Yes, we have done in Italy the first step. Now all around the world, we can make the second one step. So I hope that our experiences will be useful for all the world.
Quindi noi abbiamo fatto questo primo passo in Italia e mi auguro che un po' ovunque si possa seguire questa traccia e trovarci insieme.
We have the same path to do together. We are 3 minds and only 1 heart, and this heart is all over the world. So we can go there all together.
Sì, il cuore dello Shiatsu è ovunque nel mondo, quindi possiamo ritrovarci tutti lì.
Sono d'accordo. E se anche il mondo si comincia a attivare verso questo unico cuore, e questo dà forza a tutte le realtà locali, a partire dalla nostra, ci dà forza se il mondo ci segue, diciamo così. Segue l'idea, ovviamente.
Sì, if the world goes all together toward this idea, also all the little local realities become stronger.
Beautifully said. Good. Franco?
E poi, ecco, speriamo che questo nostro progetto si evolva e si espanda anche in tutta Europa.
We hope this project will also expand throughout all Europe also.
E non solo.
And not only.
Thank you. Well, Elaine Lefty, she represents the UK Shiatsu Society, wishes you best good fortune and best of luck for this new collaboration.
Thank you.
Where is she?
Where is Elaine? Say hi, Elaine.
we are ready to exchange to develop our experience. So if we have done, you can done.
Good. Did you hear that, Elaine?
Io non ho capito se ha detto Alberto, ma la penso come lui.
Ha detto che se l'abbiamo fatto noi possono farlo anche gli altri.
Sono d'accordo.
I know, Elaine, I'm going to put you on the spot, but did you want to add something to all of this? Because you've been so involved, Elaine has been so involved in the UK and dedicated a life just as you fellas here. So maybe just add something before we wrap up.
The only thing,
Ok, sta
the-
invitando Elaine a dire
Wait, Elaine.
qualcosa.
the only thing I would like to say is to have courage and go forward with good heart. It does take time, as you all know, but as I put in the chat, the three functions of a professional association are to maintain those professional standards, whatever your style of practice, maintain the professional standards and get word about Shiatsu out to the public and to the politicians. And that needs a lot of courage, a lot of stamina, and I wish you all the very best of luck.
Sì, quindi lei dice che augura coraggio perché ci vuole coraggio. Quindi al di là degli stili, mantenere questa stessa direzione, avere lo stesso cuore e farsi vedere dal pubblico e dalla politica.
Thank you so much.
Grazie.
Well, I want to thank again the three presidents here, Alberto, Franco, and Andrea, and to the brilliant translator, Susanna Castellaccio.
Grazie Susanna.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
helping out and being a bridge. And I honor your work, and we send good wishes to you, and hopefully the Shiatsu community again globally, whoever will be watching this, get inspired, get into action. I know I am inspired, and I'll try and move the Shiatsu in Canada, associations, try and bring them together too and create some unity. So thank you very much, everyone.
Quindi ringrazio a tutti e spero che questo sarà di ispirazione, che lui è stato ispirato e che quindi si muoverà in Canada in questa direzione.
Thank you.
Ottimo.
Grazie.
Okay.
Grazie.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Ciao.
you.
Grazie a tutti.
Ciao,
Ciao a
Andrea.
tutti.
Ciao,
Ciao,
Alberto.
ciao.
Thank you, everybody.
Douglas.
Bye.
Elaine.
Bye, bye.
Thank you very much.